Okay, now I put UPC codes on all of my soaps, all my products actually. I put UPC codes on it, and I always did this because I wanted a code on everything in order to keep track of it anyways. So I had a code on it that wasn't really scanning that well because the codes were so close together. So I just want to show you what I use now. Now this here, I'll link to this below. So, and what I did, I'll show you my inventory sheet, and I'm going to have I'm going to do a video on this as well, where I keep track of everything, keep track of all my sales, and I know what I'm putting in and what I'm taking out. So, and I carry it forward to every month. But I have a number on every one of my soaps. Now, right now, I'm going to do the charcoal soap. So I know that's 346102. So I'm going to go into on my online encoder, and I'm going to put in the 346102 number, and I'm going to hit code 128. And you can see where it changed there. Now, I'm going to copy that, Control C, and I have a spreadsheet, and actually I'm going to move that into my inventory sheet as well. I'm going to, and I paste it into here, Control V. So that tracks everything, and then I know it's all in one place. I don't have to go in and put that into the encoder every time. And once it's set up on my label, it's there. So I don't have to worry about it again anyways. Now I also go in to this. Now I have to change these again, and I'm going to put it here. So it's in a couple of places for me. If I ever lost it for whatever reason, rather than go back in, it's there. So I know I can keep track of it there as well. So now I'm going to go into my soap label. Now I copied this one from another file, and I'm going to highlight that and Control V and paste it there. Now the text, the font I'm using for that is this one here, that Libra Barcode 128 text, it's called. So you can download that. If you look it up online, you'll find it somewhere. It's free. You can download it and then install it, so that whatever program you're using to make your labels in, it'll bring it up in there. So, and I have this grouped, and actually I had to put a rectangle under this because, and I'll show you, actually let me get this out of the way, and I'll grab the rectangle, move that out of the way, because it puts the code there for me. There's that code. It looks a little different than what I copied it, but that's the way it shows up. So I'm just going to hit Control Z and Control Z, Control Z, just to undo what I did. So this code here, now I also need to change this one to 102, because I like to have my UPC number right there so I can see it. So that's my top label. Now I'm going to go down and do the same thing to my bottom label. So there's the old label there. Now you can see how small that is and how close all those lines are. So I can understand why it's a little bit hard to read. Especially I'm using an inkjet, not a laser print, so it's not perfect. So if I click this, I want to make sure I layer it right in that lower label. So I'm going to hit, actually, no, I'm going to go up here, and I'm going to click this, and I'm going to hit Control C. I want to copy that whole group, and then I'm going to go down to my lower label and grab that, and I'm just going to Control V. So you can see it put that group, and I'm going to call that barcode right on it. So I'm going to delete this one that was there, and put that in the trash, or just hit delete, and that'll be gone. And then I'm going to grab this one and put it in place. So where I've already changed everything up there, it just copied it exactly the way it was. Now I might move this down a little bit. I'm just grabbing it and then hitting my arrow key to the right just to move that slightly. I might move it a tiny bit more. Now also what I'm going to do, the girl at the store said she had a hard time scanning my code. So, and I know it was because of the type of code I'm using, but what I'm also going to do, I'm going to paste that again, and I'm adding it right here when I fold it, and I'm going to get rid of this. I don't care if that's there, so I'm going to delete that, and I'm just going to make that a little bit larger, and I'm going to put it here. So if she does have a problem with that, or if for some reason CRICUT didn't line up and cut the bottom little piece of that line off, then I know it's here on the side as well. So I'm going to copy that, and then I'm going to bring it up here and make sure I'm on in this label and hit Control V, and I'll just bring it up and put it in place here. So now I have it in two places. So she shouldn't have a problem scanning that. And I just printed off these labels a while ago, and I forgot to change this particular one. I'm kind of just doing that now and changing them as I'm going. And of course, I didn't realize until I printed them off. So rather than waste them, I just thought I'd fix this and save it. And then next time, there shouldn't be a problem with it. Okay, I thought I'd do this one more time, but just start right from scratch and do it. Okay, so let's choose. Actually, what we're going to do first is we're going to go into the barcode encoder, put in the number 346,105. It's already there. Hit code 128. I'm going to copy this, Control C, go into my barcoder. I've already done this. Put that there, honeybees and oats. I type what soap it was, so I have a record of it. And then I'm also going into my inventory, and I put that there and pasted it. Now I'm going into this program. Now, if I was starting fresh, I would just set my text tool there, and I would go in here and type in LIB, and there's the code there, Libra barcode 128 text. And then Control V, I'm pasting it there as well. So there's what it looks like. Now, I want that to be, a little bit larger than that. So I don't like that. Like, I don't want to see that underneath of there. So to cover it up, I'm just going to put a rectangle under there. And I have the fill white to cover it up. And then I'm going to come along and I'm going to put the text in again, except I'm going to change it to Arial. And I think I'll go down to 8 for this. And I'm just going to type that anywheres here. So 346,105. That's the number I want for there. And I'm just going to move that up under it. That way I can see what the actual number is when I look at it. So I'm going to get rid of this and group this. Control G. Call that barcode. And then I'm just going to move it down here. First, let's turn it. Hold by my shift key. Now, when you turn this, it goes in 15-degree increments. So it's a little easier to do it rather than just do it yourself without holding down the shift key. Now, it looks like I want that a little bit bigger. Kind of put it in the middle here. Could probably even go a little bit bigger if I wanted to. Okay. So let's move this. And another thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take this Arial, and I like the size of it, but I don't like the height of it. So I'm going to go into my character here, and I'm going to make it so that it's, oh, that's not what I wanted. I didn't want that. I want the height. So let's make it about, 75. And then I'm just going to move it up under it there. And it doesn't have to be so big. I just need to be able to see it. Okay. Now I want to copy this, Control C and V. And I'm just going to move that up here because I remembered before I wanted to put it on the side just in case for whatever reason. And I don't really need that number there. And the label, when I fold it around, it might cover that up anyways. So I'm just going to go in and get rid of that number. And there, it's all set, ready to go. I already did the top one. So that's it. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. Have a naturally nice day.